Is this not why you were here?
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Because this dude is just so fucking weird. Oh, he's got you on his computer,
right?
You know, and then he's trying to explain it, and then like she's asking if he's stalking him, and he's like, oh, not quite,
right?
You know, like he's gonna wear your skin, woman. Get out of there, run, bitch, run.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Oh, so that's the joke. I heard somebody make that joke.
Eater of worlds, and it shows her ass. That's what I've been seeing.
No.
Drop it. Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Yeah. We went really long on that. Shocking. if you listen to our Man of Steel review and
it was 2.5
some of the other ones we did, we can go long.
Yeah, we can.
God damn it, Matt.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Hello and welcome everyone to episode 49 of Comic Movie Marks Podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Shane.
All right, now we're going to rush to this. We're going to go real fast, real fast, because it's going to be a really long podcast. Hello.
As fast as we possibly can. We have our guest, Nick Nixter, the
Stiltman himself. Yes, we reviewed the first three Spider-Man. Yes, we reviewed the three Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies with our buddy Nick Stiltman himself. Actually, it was a very intriguing podcast. We already recorded it. He filled us in. He helped us with a couple issues we did have. And, you know, he had his moments. We had our moments. I think it was a fun podcast.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought he brought, as he always does, brings a different perspective than us two jackasses.
And he rolls his eyes at us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Immature humor. Spider nut, all over. Spider nut.
Shooting this web all over the place.
Hell yeah, dude. Getting stuck on the walls like all us teenagers do. Yes. Even though he's 28.
Right.
Anyway, some shit like that. So we're gonna review those movies, but first we're gonna do our plugs and all our bullshit. First, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Comic Movie Marks.
Yes, we are at 1,600 followers on Instagram. The other two are just kind of there.
And we're there.
Yes, exactly. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube. We are at 49 damn subscribers. It's awesome. Yeah. Almost there.
Almost at 50.
The amount of episodes that we have is how many subscribers. Wow.
For now.
Yeah.
For now. Until next week. Yeah. We've been kind of on this 1 or 2 subscribers a day type thing with YouTube. So it's been nice. It's been slowly building. We've been getting comments almost on every video. So we appreciate all that. We currently hit 1,400 downloads in the month of June alone, which we thank everybody for.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm pretty positive that's our biggest month by far.
Yeah.
Because I think we were running about 1,000 or 1,100 before, and now we're up to 1,400. So we're
awesome.
only growing, and hopefully you all can join us in this and keep helping us grow as well. Spread the word. If you like what you hear, just help us spread the word. We're officially ranked now on iTunes. We have stars, and we have a couple people to thank. We're going to read the reviews for you right now.
Yep, we finally got to just a whopping 7 reviews, even though we have our giveaway going. But as Matt said, yeah, it's awesome that we had some people who left us reviews, and we are at 5 stars. So the first one is by Notre Dame Frank, and the title, he said, "The podcast I will use to measure others." So this was my first podcast I have ever listened to, and it was fantastic. I was recommended this podcast and decided to listen to it and enjoyed it. My first episode was episode 46. The host of the podcast reminded me of a cooler older brother or the guys that are always respected at a comic book store. I enjoyed that I am not alone as a fan of BVS and that their podcast is dedicated to it. I think a cool idea for the podcast would be to have a topic question on social media and have the followers answer it and have the hosts give their answers. This was just a thought for you guys. As a former employee of a comic book store, their podcast reminded me of how we would always talk about this type of stuff. so I would highly recommend this podcast, and it deserves more attention. Comic Movie Marks has earned a loyal follower. 5 out of 5. My favorite part was probably when one of you guys said spoiler alert for BVS, even though we probably all know it by now. To end it off, I enjoyed the podcast and will enjoy it always. This will be the podcast I will use to measure other podcasts.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. That's kind of what we've been going for. We want to be that more casual talk type group, you know. We don't. I mean, we like bringing in the facts and stuff like that. But we don't want to have super attention to detail. We don't want to be scripted, really, even though we've done a couple scripted moments.
Yeah,
but
if we forget names, we just carry on, or
we make up names.
Yeah, exactly. Or as you will know in this one, we misspoke a name, an actor's name completely. So
Will.I.am Dafoe. Gotcha.
So it works. But yeah, we appreciate the positive review. It was really awesome. That's what we're going
and on
for.
his feedback there of something you think would be cool for us to do. We do want to eventually do something like that. We're just waiting to build a little bit more.
Yes.
Because the last thing you want to do is put out a question or, hey, give us a topic, and we get nothing. So,
been there, done that.
That would be kind of sad.
Yes,
Because then we're going to have nothing.
Right. Nothing to talk about, and people are like, oh, I don't want to listen to this podcast.
So we're just waiting for that.
Yep, exactly. We have talked about doing that in the past, but that is a great suggestion.
Even a questionnaire about us personally.
Yep.
We've been talking about doing that, but again, we're just kind of waiting to build up a little bit. So there's actually people out there that would actually give a shit about that.
Yes.
And so, like, it's hard to fill out a podcast on 1 or 2 questions that are probably sent in by your niece or or some jackass friend you have in California.
Yes. Who also left us a really awesome review.
Good work, guys. Thanks, man.
Pretty awesome. So the next one this is not our friend from California, is Lantern2814. This is a YouTube follower that, jumped on and decided to give us a review, and his title was Relatable. Couple of working class guys that like watching DCEU movies. They remind me of my friends when we bullshit about movies. The best part is they don't preach or talk down to listeners like so many other podcasts these days. I might not agree with every little thing they say, but I always look forward to hearing their opinions.
Which, again, is like, it's almost exactly when Shane and I talk about this podcast. Those reviews are exactly what we were trying to do.
Yes. Yep.
It is exactly what we're trying to do. We have our moments where we might call people stupid or something like that. But,
right.
But it's more of a joke than anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that this podcast should be taken necessarily serious.
Right. Yeah.
But
we'd like to bring up some points that we notice about one thing. It's the whole reason that we created this podcast to begin with, but we have fun with it. And if you follow us on social media, specifically Instagram, or actually even YouTube, a lot of the comments, when people give their opinions, we comment, we kind of give our follow-up, quick follow-up to whatever they say, to their opinions, but all opinions are welcome. And what we're just fans of the comic book world. And that's why we bring on Nick to kind of give another side, because we're not always right. We think we are, and we talk like we are, but everyone has an opinion.
Secretly, we're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it matters down here,
like Doctor Strange.
Fuck that movie. God damn it. Fuck that movie. Okay, so thank you to all those guys that left us those iTunes reviews. We appreciate it. Again, we are officially ranked now. This is what we really wanted. Now we just need to get a couple more reviews. We see you guys downloading, and we see an overwhelming amount of iOS downloads. All we ask is for a simple review.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I don't care
easy.
if you say you guys are a bunch of shit-eating motherfuckers. All right, that's,
I will read that on here.
I will read it multiple times.
Yes,
and I will probably show it off.
Laugh. Yes,
we'll probably make it like a blow up on our fucking next YouTube video, like because that would be funny as hell.
Yes, that would.
Especially if you put 5 stars, like that would be fucking, that would be great. That would definitely cement this podcast of what it truly is.
Yes, exactly. Eating motherfuckers. Oh man, that's
5
great.
stars. So now we're gonna, before we get into our main review with Nick, the Stiltman himself, we got a couple Spider-Man facts. We're gonna try to blaze through these real fast because the podcast is already running on long. So
yes.
I'm gonna go through it real quick. I got 20 facts. I'm probably going to sum it up to 10 here. What I think is actually going to be reasonably cool.
But we're not going to keep count because why would we?
Don't keep count. Please don't keep count. Please don't keep count. Please don't keep count. Please don't keep count. So, number 20. Title change. The original name for the second film was The Amazing Spider-Man. It was eventually switched to the simplistic Spider-Man 2, and the former was saved for the 2012 reboot. Heavy weaponry. The tentacles and equipment of Alfred Milano. I think that's his name. Milana? Milana, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Had to wear, as Doc Ock weighed approximately 75 pounds, and Milana would have to wear this equipment for long periods of time.
That sucks.
Yeah.
The military is like, we don't care.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But we
that's
do
the first
that
thing that
all
came
the
to my mind.
fucking time.
The first thing that came to my mind was like, yeah, try being out in a desert while you do it. Food for thought. In Spider-Man 3, they used real sand for some of the Sandman scenes, but they... See, this website sucks ass. It's got something. It actually says BU.
Perfect.
It says BU. The BU. The also used... I don't know who BU is. I think it was supposed to be... They also used ground up corn for safety reasons and because it reflected well on camera. Why did I read that one? The Mutants moment. According to Hugh Jackman, he was supposed to film a cameo appearance as Wolverine in the first Spider-Man. Unfortunately, they could not get a hold of the Wolverine outfit, which is a leather suit. I don't know why this was so difficult.
Well, doesn't he makes a cameo in something it's in First Class, and he's just in normal civilian clothes, right?
Yeah.
So
well, this would have been switching studios, so that's what made this big.
Right.
Because Sony and Fox. These are different studios,
yeah.
so that's what it would have made this one different. So even though Jackman went to New York to film the scene, the idea had to be shut down. Sinister stunts. Willem Dafoe asked to do his own stunts for the Green Goblin because he wanted to make sure that the movements were authentic. He ended up doing 90% of his own stunts.
Wow, that's awesome. Good fact right there.
Look at me. I'm making people happy. I'm the magical man from Happy Land in a gumdrop house on Lollipop Lane. Oh, by the way, I was being sarcastic.
If we get one golden nugget for a bunch of shit.
Even though we actually talk shit about this, apparently, buffed up baddies, that's the topic. Both Topher Grace and Thomas Hayden Church worked out extensively to prepare for their characters. Grace trained 6 months to prepare for Venom, and Church trained 16 months for Sandman. That was the guy that played Sandman.
Right.
In case anybody was wondering. Because I was wondering for a second there.
Yeah,
too.
I did notice that Topher Grace was a little bit bigger than he normally walks around, especially like in that 70s show, but not Venom size bigger.
The quest for villainy. Willem Dafoe certainly wasn't the first choice for the play Norman Osborn. In fact, many others were offered the role before Dafoe was cast, including John Travolta, Bill Paxton, Robert De Niro, John Malkovich, and Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage would have been fucking fantastic.
Yes.
And I think Robert De Niro would have been even better.
Yes, absolutely.
You talking to me?
Spidey.
Directional decisions. Legendary director James Cameron, known for Titanic and Terminator and Avatar, was supposed to make the Spider-Man movie in the 90s, but the deal unfortunately fell through.
That would have been very intriguing to see.
Maybe. I don't know. He probably would have had a boat somewhere.
A Terminator-esque?
Yeah.
A boat.
He would have had a fight on a boat with a fucking mechanical guy.
Yeah.
With blue people in the background. I don't know. The Blue Man Group would have played.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm blue, da ba dee da dee da. In Spider-Man 3, Gwen Stacy, played by Bryce Dallas Howard, was supposed to be the kidnapped at the end of the film. They switched to Mary Jane to give Harry Osborn more of a reason to come and assist Spider-Man in the final battle. Potential protagonist. Before Tobey Maguire was cast as Peter Parker, Leonardo DiCaprio was considered for the role. For the second film, Maguire started to have back pains, so they were ready to replace him with Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh my God. Before Maguire stated that he could still play the role. Stan Lee also stated in an interview that he thought John Cusack would have been a good Peter Parker.
Well, I think with Leonardo DiCaprio, the acting would have been a lot better. I don't know about Jake Gyllenhaal, though.
That would have been funny. Well, I don't know. That might have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Problematic prop. In the subway scene in Spider-Man 3, when Sandman misses Spider-Man and punches the wall, there was supposed to be a foam brick for Thomas Hayden Church to punch. Unfortunately, the foam brick wasn't put into place during the first take, and Church punched a real brick and broke 3 knuckles. What a bunch of dickheads.
I was going to say, I hope with his good hand, Church punched whoever was responsible for creating that wall.
Give him a good left hook.
Yeah.
Fuck, I would have. And then this is actually really interesting. A stuffed sequel. Instead of just Doc Ock as a villain of Spider-Man 2, early scripts featured Lizard, Black Cat, and Harry Osborn suiting up as the new Green Goblin along with Doc Ock. Eventually, they cut out most of the characters, leaving only Doc Ock to fight Spidey, although they brought Harry back as the Green Goblin in Spider-Man 3.
They made the smart decision and went, this is a little too full, and then they just pushed it to the third one.
Yeah. All right, fuck it. The third one, we're going all out. Overpriced outfits. During the filming of the Spider-Man movie, the Spidey suits were stolen from the set. The studios issued a $25,000 reward for information leading to their recovery, and they were eventually found after investigation lasted over a year. The suits were valued around $50,000. So they offered $25,000, had an investigation, which probably cost even more money to get a $50,000 suit back.
Yep.
Good job, Sony. Way to fucking do it where it matters, you stupid fucks. Excelsior. Stan Lee revealed that he had always wanted to play J. Jonah Jameson. However, he had nothing but good words to say about J.K. Simmons, the actor who played the role in the trilogy. No shit, because he was easily the best part. Easily the best part. So that's our roughly how many facts I did. Facts about
pretty solid.
About
8. No, I'm just kidding.
I felt like a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So, some of those are really interesting. So